So one of the most important things to consider when someone is impacted by a gambling problem, which is a behavioral addiction and not a substance addiction, is that there are some very, very distinct differences in both their experience and the path to their recovery.
There can be job-related legal situations, which is very common, but there can also be other kinds of behavior that have gotten the client in trouble with the law, and their families may or may not know about it. So their families are often shocked to find out how much damage has been done legally.
So examples of taking more than a passive, detached, loving approach might be to check your own credit score, to check and see whether or not any loans have been taken out in your name, to secure passwords to your bank accounts, and make sure that you have the bandwidth to take care of some of the financial needs that your family has, independent of what the person who's been impacted directly by the gambling disorder is telling you, to really check out and what we call verify the truth.
But for the family member, their journey has just started, because it can be years before they are out of the financial jungle. So we see probably more rage, probably more just anger and crisis. And I think at the front end, that sort of intense anger, frustration, and sadness needs to be addressed with the family members. But at the same time, there has to be this very left brain cognitive kind of plan put in place to help the family member survive over time. And then there's the relationship. So the relationship is certainly damaged for almost everybody. How do you win back trust?
I just want to share that there is hope. You know, there is hope for people who have been impacted by a gambling disorder. And that becomes a really important message when you start thinking about the fact that gambling is one of those disorders where as soon as somebody decides to stop gambling, that doesn't mean that all of a sudden things are going to get better really easily. Gambling, the impact of gambling or the consequences of the gambling problem may continue to unravel for long periods of time. You know, the financial impact may unravel for a long period of time. The credit issues may unravel for a long period of time. The criminal consequences that may not come to fruition or are sitting out there may not unravel or reveal themselves for a long period of time. So preparing and understanding and being hopeful and having some sort of inspirational and hopeful platform as you move into and stay in recovery and create community in your recovery is so important, so helpful.